Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play some more Binary Hero. So last time we went off, Ray, aka Binary's hero, saved our butt. So let's begin. I wake up with a sense of what I dreamt about. Ray. I drowsily look around the room. Ray must have left for work already. Part of me was a little disappointed. I get up and inspect the fridge. It was pretty empty, so I settled on eating some leftovers, which is mac and cheese. Throughout the day, I've drifted between watching TV programs, praying on my phone, and reading my book. After a few hours, hours being lazy, I could feel the exhaustion settling in. The sun is beginning to set. I decide to do some stretches to keep the blood flowing to my legs. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. When I glance to where the noise is coming from, I notice a small black cat at my window. How did the cat get 5 stories up? Wonder. I immediately open my window and grab the cat, bring it to my apartment. Okay, I'm calling it. And that is Haley, and Haley has cat transformation powers. Transformation powers of aka being a cat. Oh my god, oh my god, what were you doing out there, kitty? The cat wiggles in my arms and I let it down in my apartment. The cat wanders around the apartment sniffing everything its small nose can reach. It sits on the bed I sit on the bed watching the cat. When the cat finishes whatever rounds it was making, it stares at me curiously. It's like, Haley, that's you. Do you want to play? I dig in my closet to find a basket of cat care items that I probably should have given up away ages ago. I pull out a feather toy and crouch down in front of the cat. The cat stares up at the feather toy with an unamused look. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that's Haley. The green fur kind of gives it away. Now, I do not know. I bounce the toy up and down, but fails to interest the cat, who just rubs its paw against its face instead, like a human. I try a few more toys, but the cat even seems amused with my frustration. Eventually, the cat turns around, stretching up towards my bed. You want to get there? I ask, carefully picking up the cat and placing it onto my bed. After sniffing around a bit, the cat lays down. It looks so comfortable, I can't help but yawn as well. I decide to follow suit, laying down on the bed, blanketed by the raw, warm sun. The cat gets up and walks over to me. The cat curls up next to me. Its soft warmth comforts me. How did you get here, kitty? You must be pretty agile to find your way up 5 stories. I mumbled at the cat. The cat gives a soft meow, almost looking proud of its accomplishments. As I pet and talk to the cat, it purrs in response. Between the warmth and the sun and the cat curled up next to me, I soon get tired and my eyes refuse to stay open. I can't help but fall asleep with the cat beside me. The door clicks close and my eyes drift open. Still tired? Ray walks in with full hero attire on, carrying a sizable duffel bag. His expression looks more exhausted than usual. Part of his hero outfit is ripped in different areas. I glimpse at a particularly nasty slash on his side. Ray followed my eyes and covers the slash with his arm. It looks worse than it works worse than it is, I promise. I get up and take a closer look, but Ray quickly takes a step back. I rushed back here to check on you, so I haven't taken a shower yet. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Oh, wait, I'm gonna say, why does he have a double bag? Is he gonna take me home with him? No, it's okay. I can't guarantee I don't smell entirely horrible right now. Do you want to shower here? Oh, do you mind? I was just stopping by here to make sure you're doing okay. I was going to head to mine and come back here later. But I guess that would save me a trip. Yeah, feel free. There should be some fresh towels in the bathroom. I look at him. It's like, so is Haley still there as the cat? Because I guarantee it's the cat. Cat is Haley. I don't think he will fit in my clothes though. Will she have oversized shirts? Ray drops his duffel bag on the ground. No worries. I always take extra clothing to work. Never know what's going to happen, right? Yeah. Like, you're going for a bloody massacre, like you're Homelander. That's the fact that, honestly, Binary Hero would, but Binary Star is probably a little better than Homelander. He's not gonna, Homelander's gonna kill me. He's just trying to protect the person he kinda likes. I push out the memories of the carnage from my mind. Yeah. Ray surely senses what I was thinking looks somewhat awkward. He forces a smile. I'm going to. He gestures towards the bathroom. Yeah, of course. He slutters as he walks towards the bathroom. A couple of seconds later, Ray speaks through the door. Hey? Yeah? I approach the bathroom door. Do you mind helping me with something? It's nothing weird. Sure. Do you want me to come in? Yeah. Oh. I open the bathroom door to see Ray hunched over the sink. Is it to fix, to clean up some wounds? The top part of his jumpsuit is off, and his hair hangs partially wet. I eye the gash on his side, red and angry looking. I could definitely say that. I can't reach the top part that well. Do you mind cleaning it? Ray looks awkwardly away. You can say no if you want. I'll just wash it in the shower water and hope it's good enough. What were you fighting? Ray grumps. He knows what I'm getting at. A crawler. The type of alien that you saw before. Their attacks are becoming more frequent. And it was destroying the city. Okay. Oh, yeah, that alien was nasty. I walked towards Ray and grabbed the bottle of hydrogen peroxide from his hand. I cleaned the wound as thoroughly as I could. Ray doesn't even flinch at the touch of the hydrogen peroxide. It would be... okay, hydrogen peroxide can hurt a little bit, but it would be worse if it's alcohol. That will sting. Like, with a capital S. He sighs. Thanks. No problem. I stand awkwardly, trying not to stare at Ray's undressed upper half. It's like, no, you're probably gonna look at his butt too. I'm going to take a shower now. Alright, I'll gather your hair. As I open the door, it suddenly closes by the weight behind me. I turn around and see Ray looming over my body. Aww. He stares intensely, his face coming even closer. He pauses just as his breath drifts across my face. Ray lifts a hand to my face, brushing his thumb across my cheek. He then holds up a small black hair that must have been sitting on my face. My face heats up. There was a cat in here earlier, and a cat on the 5th floor. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Haley. I'm not sure how to explain it. Maybe a neighbor let it out. I'm pretty sure it's Haley. A silence drifts between us. Maybe she's a cat burglar. Based tickling off Selena Kyle, but with the added bonus that she actually transforms into a cat. And cats are kleptomaniacs. I had one that was called a kleptomaniac, and I was 3 years old, and we called her. I tried to pronounce klepto, and I ended up naming her Crepto. A voice drifts between us. Some dark emotion drifts under Ray's eyes that I can't quite place. I glance down at the gash on Ray's side. The red is starting to bloom and run. Was it too rough? Does it hurt? Before I could process what's happening, Ray grabs my wrist, pressing it deeply to his side. I could feel the bandage going damp with blood under the pressure of my hand. He looks at me, completely expressionless. It's like, expressionless, but he has a cute face. His dark eyes seem like bottomless. I try to yank my hand away, but he only presses it deeper into his side, my fingers digging into the wound. Stop! I yelp, beginning to feel a bit sick by his flesh slowly being parted by my fingertips. He lets go of my wrist. I stiffly take a step back, cornered into the door. No, nothing you could do will ever hurt me. Nothing can hurt me. This is the price I pay for protecting humanity. While you play with cats. Are you a little angry if I got to play with a cat? That might have been Haley. His tone and sound almost sardonic. I wasn't really sure what he meant. I tried to search his face, but it remained expressionless. Ray's cold gaze never once leaving my own. So, are you joining me then? Ray reaches to the shower, turning on. You seem to take your sweet time leaving, so I assume you want a show or something. It's like, yeah, I'll go join you. A smirk drifts across Ray's face, and he starts to pull down the rest of his jumpsuit that sits loosely on his waist. Well, I mumble, leaving the bathroom. Ray chuckles as the door clicks shut. It's like we were trying to leave. Ray, trying. I could hear Ray giving a tired sigh as the shower water hits his body. Oh, we could have joined him though. Having the national hero binary star in my small apartment felt surreal. I guess it kind of is surreal. The high standard set for all heroes past and present currently in my shower. And a Yandere for me. Not as binary star, but as Ray. The same Ray that would stop in in for black coffee, looking like he hasn't gone and out to sleep for at least a week. The same Ray that would skeptically tried a green latte. Who would carry my groceries for me? And would slaughter an entire gang that was going to try to cut off my fingers because they were going to hurt me. To be honest, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure exactly how to feel. They seemed like two completely different people, yet the evidence was clearly in front of me. Who are you, binary star? The sun continues to set, a brilliant red closing in on nighttime. Soon enough, Ray steps out of the bathroom, clothed in a comfy sweater and jeans as normal. Have you eaten? He glances at me while drying off his hair with a towel. I shake my head. No, I'm not too hungry. Well, I don't have food. That's why. You should eat at least something. Your body has been through a lot. I'll order you some food. Well, my hero. A little smirk plays on Ray's lips. And don't you forget it, Star. What kind of food do you like? I shrug. Pizza. Pizza? Maybe something comforting? Ray chuckles. Catch. He tosses me his phone and leans against the wall. Get whatever you want. Whatever I want, huh? Maybe I'm feeling some wagyu and lobster. I perk up at Ray, who just smirks down at me. Are you trying to scare me? Get to. I mean, to be fair, he likes ya. I groan. You are no fun. I fight villains all day. A little brat like you hardly enough to push my buttons, especially when he kinda likes ya. Well, insult, huh? Ray laughs, brushing a hand through his damp hair. Part of me wondered how Ray could react if he found out that I used to be a small-time villain. I don't think he would care. Honestly, I think he's already over the top. I think he's already Yandere for us, because he just slaughtered our entire gang. When he pushes his hair back, I notice his piercing eyes. Kinda strange for a hero like you to have their ears pierced. You think so? It doesn't really fit the hero image. Yeah, I guess not. Why did you get them pierced? Sometime when I was a teenager. I don't exactly remember when, to be honest. Went through the rebellious phase, huh? Something like that. They were so strict at the NAHA, it was hard not to be a crappy rebellious teenager at least once. A lot of people get recruited into being a hero, but you were basically one from birth, huh? I was talented like that. Did you still get to do like normal kid stuff? Kid things? Ray's face fell for half a second before snapping back to its original expression. Of course, my childhood was pretty normal, even boring. Somehow I don't even get the feeling that you can be the judge of what normal things are. As I'm pretty sure lattes aren't usually green. It's green, sir. Rude. I hold up his phone as if I will throw it. Ray chuckles. It was a joke. A joke. I glance at him, phone still in the air. Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm sure you had a very normal upbringing and turned out very normal from it. I lower the phone and Ray sits next to me on the bed. I hand his phone back. You didn't order anything. You didn't order anything? I can just do it in my own phone. I don't want to have you spend money on me like that. Ray rolls his eyes. I'll go out and pick you up something then. There's food in the fridge. I'll just find something from there. I get up and open the fridge, find some fruits to snack on. Ray narrows his eyes at the small amount of food, but doesn't comment. Oh, he's gonna... He's like, no, you need food. I sit on the kitchen counter and start to eat the fruit. So, what are those alien things anyway? Ray sighs. We're not really sure. Every couple of weeks, they send one or two more. Lately, it's been happening happening with more frequently. They are really destructive and seem to kill rather than eat or capture. So you have to be really careful if you end up around one. Their sight isn't too good, but they have its excellent hearing. Ray approaches me, looking down at me from where I sit on the counter. If you're ever in trouble, just yell for me, and no matter where I am, I will save you. Aw. His attensive gaze pierces my eyes. I look away, his deathless eyes making me feel flustered. He places his hand on my face, reejecting it back towards his own. He brushes away some fruit juice I didn't realize was on my cheek. It's never boring with you around, that's for sure. I blush, embarrassed. After finishing my fruit, I throw away the container and head towards my bed, flipping on the TV. There was a special on music that had hit top art charts lately. Oh, look, there's Blaze. I didn't know he was in a band. Ray sits next to me. Yeah, I don't think he's in it for the love of music, though. What kind of music do you like? Ray looks at me with a smile playing on his lips. I don't know. I really don't go out of my way to listen to any specific kind of music. I've been listening to classic rock. Mostly because I've actually met the radio station host, because I got with Supernatural, because this radio station had Carry On My Wayward Son, so I'd put it on there. But I actually met the radio station host in bad disorder at work, because he lived close to where I work, and talked to him. And I just continued because he actually is really funny. I don't know. I don't really go out of my way to listen to any specific kind of music. I also listen to Has Been Hotel, so whatever's on the radio is fine, I guess. Really? You don't give me the vibe that you would go into classic rock or something. Classic rock me. Are you calling me old or something? Okay, you give me the vibe that you'd be into classical rock or something. Are you calling me old or something? Hey, I did it because Carry On My Wayward Son. No, not at all. Good, you're not allowed to comment on my age unless you can outrun me. I mean, what? How old is he anyway? Then there's going to come a day when I can. Ray scoffs. Not on your life, kid. What if I have flash abilities? Flash abilities. Too proud. There are articles saying my pride is what's sexy about me. I think it's the hair. Or the butt. You search yourself on the internet. That's embarrassing, Ray. I would never admit to something like that. Most people have. They are not. No, not really. Magazines. Sometimes when I see one with my name on it on the cover, it's hard not to be curious. Magazines? I take it back. You really are an old man. Ray's smile looks a little annoyed. You're such a little brat. I laugh. Blaze's face shone across the screen, swaying on stage while he screams into the microphone. You know, he came in to order coffee once. Yeah, he knows. That's probably why he went in to try to kill him. I vaguely remember your coworker mentioning it. I'm guessing Blaze wasn't there for the coffee. He wouldn't take a no for an answer. He was very determined on taking me out to dinner. I'm not stupid enough to think that for someone like him to offer him an offer like that, simply a nice invitation. I get the feeling that he's the type to feel owned after taking someone out to dinner. Or he's a playdate boy. Ray had a deep frown. His silence was a little unnerving. I attempt to lighten the mood. I don't know how you survived with him as a sidekick. I couldn't even survive 15 minutes around that guy. After a while, I essentially fired him. But the NAHA decide to just promote him into a hero in order to preserve my clean record. What's the NAHA? A smirk quirked at Ray's lips. North American Hero Association. Okay, are we in the My Hero Academia universe? Just joking. I just hear Hero Association and I go My Hero Academia or One Punch Man. You really don't know anything about heroes, huh? Unless it's follows the Japanese branch or as a joke. I'm gonna say that My Hero Academia is in the same universe, and all my okay, I'm done. You really don't know anything about the heroes, huh? I roll my eyes. Unless it's comics. Do you want me to freak out over you? Oh my god, binary stars, my apartment. I can now die happy. Ray chuckles. If it's you, I don't mind shaking your hand or autographing your forehead. I think he won't do more than that, though. Do people ask for that? You would be surprised what people ask for. I shudder. Ray gets up, positioning himself against the familiar wall. You should get some sleep. It's late, and your body's probably still healing from the shock. Some part of me does feel nervous about Ray in my very small apartment. He smirks at me, and I look away quickly, remembering that he can't really read my thoughts. He lights a cigarette. Get some sleep, Star. I'll watch over you until my shift. Okay, I should probably say I can't sleep alone. It's something suggestive. Ray, I can't sleep alone. Excuse me? I'm too scared to sleep alone. So can you sleep with me? In the bed, not the other way. You stare at Ray pleadingly. Ray sighs. He puts out his cigarette and closes the window. He approaches the side of the bed. I have to report to the office in a few hours, so I won't be able to stay all night. Just until I fall asleep. Please, Ray. I give my biggest pleading eyes in Ray's eyes. Fine, scoot over. Ray takes off his outer sweater, making a comment about how it smells like smoke. I scoot over, leaving room for the chronically tired looking man. The bed dips as Ray gets in. Awesome. Once in the bed, he props his head up on his hand, looking down at me. He looks awkward and somewhat uncomfortable. He shifts his gaze away, avoiding eye contact. I continue to gaze at him. He pushes my face away slightly. Stop. You are so far away. I'm so cold. So cold. It's almost like I'm all alone. I feel like maybe I'll get scared again. Ray groans. Fine. Oh, he's crushing. He wraps an arm around my wrist, easily pulling me closer into him. His chest feels firm and warm, pouting by his sweater. So that's what you were hiding under the firmly sweater, Mr. Ray. It's not foamy, and don't think crap like that when you are this close to me. It's not like I asked you to read my thoughts. It's not like I want to. Oh, he does. It's hard not to when you are this close. Pervert. Expeditiousist. I laugh out loud. Ray ruffles my hair. Stop being a brat and get some sleep. I muster up all the sarcasm I can. Yes, sir. I could feel Ray shifts slightly away from me. I shove my body closer to his. Don't play with me. You need sleep. You know what I need. Yes, now go to sleep. Okay, I think many of us are going to get some sleep tonight. That's a promise. Okay, fine, I'll stop. Good. I just had to skip for that for ya. Ray pats my head slowly, waving his fingers into my ear. His arm wrapped firmly around my waist. With the comfort of Ray next to me, I'm able to drift off into sleep. When I wake up the next morning, Ray is nowhere to be found. I stretch and get up. I spot a note on the bedside table. I left some breakfast for you in the fridge. Please refrain from going outside. If you have to, call me first. Rest up. I'll see you again tonight. I notice an additional note at the bottom. P.S. I didn't get a single wink of sleep, thanks to somebody, I won't name names. I spent most of the day sitting around reading and flipping through the TV. There was a special showing on Heroes. Despite Binary Star being rated top hero, there wasn't actually much information about him. His parents died when he was young, and he was taken in by a top hero at the time, Steel Sheriff. Was this power something about Steel? Steel Sheriff lovingly raised him as a normal boy, also training him to be a hero that we now know today. I decide to search Steel Sheriff on the internet to learn more about him. 10 reasons why Steel Sheriff is a true golden hero, a good golden age hero. Steel Sheriff is reaching his 60s, but even in retirement, he still isn't slowing down. So he's at least in his 30s. Maybe 40s? 40s, 30s, 20s, late 20s. All the top results were articles felt very PR driven. I decided to check social media to get a better understanding of common opinion. The first result that appeared was the thread from a couple weeks ago that amassed 120k likes. Thread, Steel Sheriff got away with everything we should be talking about. I click at the thread and start to read. During the golden age of heroes in the 80s, Steel Sheriff was quite popular. Okay, 80s, so either in 80s or 90s but adopted. Now, he seems to be living remotely and out of the spotlight as his name has been steeped in controversy. Why can I not say it and I normally could say it? That's the thing. The thread was long, but essentially it boiled down to gross misuse of power. Steel Sheriff had been accused of several sexual assaults and worse. Okay, so he's like a modern day so it's commentary from actors and social media influencers themselves. Not only that, but he seems to have been blatantly homophobic and misogynist in the past. Homophobic and sexist in the past. After retirement, he spiraled into alcoholism and lives in a remote area of Oklahoma. Nobody sees much of him anymore, but his 60th birthday coming up, he reunited feeling about him amongst the populace. I can't help but to wonder how having someone like that as a caretaker may have impacted Ray. Maybe it gave him this his Yandereism. Apparently Ray never had any brothers or sisters, so after his parents passed, Steel Sheriff was the only one that Ray could call family. I wonder how Ray feels about him. I decide to shake the weird feeling and change the channel. It lands on the news across the screen, shows some heroes fighting an alien. I watch the live news segment, but I don't catch the familiar flash of blue, blonde, and red. I thought Ray said he had work today. I try to shrug off the suspicion. I'm sure heroes also have assignments that aren't in the public eye. Or he's trying to search for someone. aka double vision. What's going on the social media? I see someone talking about fan fiction writing tips. Okay, just search Tumblr for that. Tumblr's awesome. I love Tumblr. I wonder if Ray has fan fiction about him. Search it. He probably does. In real life, he does. I searched up some fan fictions of Binary Star. Most of them were admittedly great portrayals of Binary Star that shown in media. And some were probably self-inserts, right? Because totally, I would read the self-insert because reasons. I can't help but laugh to myself at the difference between the fan portrayal of Binary Star and how Ray actually acts. As the nightclub continued around them, Binary Star leaned in closer, his voice becoming softer. Lion, your smile has the power to ignite a light within me, a light that burns brighter than any danger I face. I have fallen deeply in love with you. I wonder what happened if I name myself Lion in this. Now I kind of want to. That'll be funny because it'll be like, oh, I'm reading about myself. Lion's breath caught in her throat as he stared into Binary Star's memorizing red eyes, a wave of emotion washing over her, threatened to pull her to sea, and she found herself unable to form words. Instead, she expressed her feelings through a heartfelt smile that mirrored his own. Lion soared at his words, her eyes shining with the unspoken affection. She felt deep connection with Binary Star, one that extended beyond his heroic persona. Well, it does give me the thing that there is self-insert fiction of him, and I absolutely would love to read it. I scroll past a couple of chapters of a lovey-dovey stuff to find the risque parts. Y'all do that. Binary Star looked down at me with lust draped across his ruby eyes. His formed chest heavy in lusty promises. Lion, I need you more than light itself, and I need light because the sun. We need the sun to survive. Ever since I saw you at the club dancing your worries away, I knew I needed you desperately. I will save the world over and over just to have you with me. He places a deep kiss on my lips, hands forming the hands hugging me, holding me across my body. I can't express. I'm just so happy. Binary Star gives me a bright smile. Don't worry, I will treat you with care, Lion. Just like when I saved the bridge from collapsing. Okay, I did have to change a little bit just in case, because I don't know about YouTube. I laugh out loud. I wonder if the inconsistency in character is because nobody really knows how Binary Star would react to being that way. Every word makes me laugh, so I can't help imagining Ray saying these ridiculous lines, and it makes you laugh. Time flies by becoming absorbed in Binary Star fanfiction, which I would absolutely just sit there and read. Because fanfiction is awesome. The door sounds as Ray enters through my apartment door. After walking in, he pauses, giving me a curious look. What have you been doing? You look like you're up to no good. Yeah, I've been reading fanfiction about you. A lot of them are self-inserts. He looks tired, smiling a bit like smoke, smelling a bit like smoke. You aren't in your hero uniform? I didn't do any hero work today, just some paperwork. I I hop up, approaching him. You smell like smoke. Oh, do I? Sorry. There was a fire nearby the office. It must have settled in my hair. It does smoke, so. Mind if I take a shower here? Sure, you know where the towels are. Thanks. Ray showers and the smell of the soap fills the apartment. I put on some music and open up the window to let some fresh air in. I think back to the news on the TV earlier today. I think it's a little weird that a building fire wasn't featured. Ray gets out of the shower, drying his hair off with a towel. Ray, I think I'm going a little stir crazy. I don't know how much more time I'll be able to stay cooped up here inside. Ray glimpses. I know, I'm sorry. I just worried something will happen to you, and I won't be able to find you. I was actually thinking, in the meantime, until we find Double, would you move in with me? Oh, sure. My place is larger, so you can move around a bit more. It also has better security, so you won't have to feel worried about staying here. I chew on my lip. I don't know. That's kind of sudden. He pats my head. I guess was a bit sudden. Sorry, maybe just think about it. I don't think it's very safe for you here. As long as Double is around and knows where you live, there is a chance that he will come and get you at any time. And honestly, that scares me. There isn't much time. Ray's phone buzzes. Sorry, I have to take this. He picks it up and leaves my apartment. My heart can't stop pounding at his offer. What in the heck? That was so sudden. He isn't wrong that I am in a very worrying position. But abandoning my apartment to move in with him seems extreme. Go ahead. After a half an hour or so on the phone, I could hear the front door close. Ray returns inside. Sorry, some work stuff. No worries. Have you eaten yet? I shake my head. Not yet. Can I make you something? What? You do not have to cook me a meal in my own apartment. I don't mind. He walks towards a small kitchenette. To be honest, I enjoy cooking. I don't get a lot of opportunities to cook for someone else. So I would like to, if that's okay with you. I guess so. I just feel bad. I should be cooking for you. Ray gives me a little smirk. I'm not sure if I trust your cooking. You act like I'll poison you. I'm impervious to poison, so you won't do any damage to me with that method. That's good to know. Good to know. You say that as if I could do damage to you in other ways. Ray just smiles as he starts to chop up some vegetables. I watched him in the kitchen as my music plays in the background. He was surprisingly skilled at cooking. Soon enough, dinner was made and I sit down at the table with Ray. The veggie pasta smells delicious. Wow, Ray. He looks proud of his work. Dive in. I mumble thanks for the meal and start eating. Wow. Ray laughs. The pasta was incredibly good. If you have any preferences, let me know. I can just cook. I could cook just about anything. This is so good. I'll be happy with this again. Noted. I make a quick work of dinner, not realizing how hungry I got. After dinner, I tried to do the dishes, but Ray ended up helping me anyways. It was a strange feeling living together, even though we technically aren't. When cleanup was done, we sat and chatted about various things. My place has pretty large kitchen and does feel like a shame not to use it. So I'll try to make the most of it. I level a look at Ray. Sorry. What? I'm still surprised you can cook so well. I have other skills outside of saving citizens. Does this in distress, you know? I read about some of your skills earlier today. I joke. Ray gives me a skeptical look. Is that right? I pick up my phone and click on a random binary star fanfiction. It was reading earlier. Oh, we're gonna share the fanfiction. When Binary Star looked at your face, looked at you from across the club with his ruby eyes, you felt undressed on the spot. He grabs your hand, taking you to the quieter hallway, where he pushes against the wall. He put his lips capturing your own. Binary Star pulls back. He and his eyes, heroes have to blow off some steam too. You look like you're just a citizen to help, he whispers huskily. What the? Ray walks over, standing over me. Where did you find this? Nowhere, not for you. I hand him my phone, and he starts to look, his eyes widening at the crazily graphic nature of the fanfiction. My lord. Yeah, that's my hobby, reading fanfiction. Now, Ray, pretty bold of you, in public. At a nightclub, too. Ray glances up from the phone with a skeptical look. Did you write this? No. No, it's fanfiction. There are thousands of these. A smirk appears on Ray's face. He leans towering over me closer. Is this the kind of stuff you like? In fanfiction? Yes. A dangerous smile stretches across his face. Oh, do you want me to drag you into the back of a club? Okay, Ray. Chill. Okay. Yeah, totally. Cover your mouth so they don't hear you while I'm kidnapping you, type thing, right? My teasing has fully backfired. Yeah, you might not tease someone that actually likes you. Ray gives a look of warning. My heart beats up and I scoot back, as I'm sure he can hear my heartbeat from where I sit. No, I just thought it was funny. Ray shrugs. Too bad. Let me know if you change your mind. Okay, Ray. Too bad. Oh yeah, Ray likes you. Ray walks off to the window to light a cigarette, per usual. I am unable to look at him in the eye, and I hear him chuckle. I get up and get ready to go to sleep. I lay down in the bed, hyper aware of Ray's presence, but he stands there looking out at the window. After a while of failed attempts to fall back to sleep, I looked towards Ray. Ray? He glances at me. Can you cuddle with me until I fall asleep? A small smile plays at his lips as he puts out his cigarette. Sure. He walks over, taking off his sweater. The bed dips and he drapes an arm around my waist. There was some comfortability with Ray that I wasn't used to. With him, I felt safe. I think about the special I watched earlier in the day. Ray? Yeah? Was being with Steel Sheriff hard? Ray sucks his teeth in thought. It certainly wasn't easy. He wasn't a good person. Probably still isn't. We don't talk anymore. When was the last time you talked? Maybe 6 years ago or so. He was my guardian for about 11 years. Steel was a deeply troubled person that hurt people wherever he went. Ray looks at me. Ray looks at my worried expression. He ruffles my hair with a sympathetic smile. Don't worry, he won't hurt me. He tried to once, and learned his lesson. Since that day, he lost an interest in messing with me. Steel is the kind of trash that only punches down at people who won't fight back. The minute I turned 18, I left Steel for good. The NAHA was forced to figure out the PR spin for the situation. I think they landed on something like Binary Star, paving his own path towards herodom. Something like that. Did you have a hard time with double vision? I chewed my lip and thought. Double wasn't always bad. He was very courageous to me most of the time. But things started to go bad, and then didn't stop snowballing. I think maybe he was manipulative and violent all along, but because it wasn't pointing at me, I refused to look, and other people got hurt because of that. I sighed and Ray pulls me closer. He runs a hand through my hair comfortably. The way he was in the warehouse, it was never that bad. Before, I had the in quotation that he was capable of killing me. Now I know for sure that he is. It's weird. It will be okay, I promise. I will keep you safe. I glance at Ray, who gives me a little smile. Why are you doing all of this, Ray? You have no obligation to spend all your time watching over me. I'm thankful for your help, but I don't really understand your motives. Ray levels a look at me. A silence crosses over as Ray studies my face. You don't have to say why if you are uncomfortable, sorry. Ray places his hand on my cheek, pulling it softly as I face him. He looks at me quietly, a softness passing through his eyes. I love you. What? I'm in love with you. From the first moment I saw you, I fell for you. Every interaction with you after that only served to further solidify my love for you. I want to make you love me too. Ray gives a self-captaining laugh. But I'm no good at making people love me without a PR team. I love ya. My mouth hangs open, face heating up at the bold confession. You don't have to respond. I'm not looking for affirmation. I just thought you should know the significance I hold in you in. If I lose you, I might as well lose everything. If you are gone, the world will crumble. That's kind of dramatic. I want to apologize for how I feel. I glaze at Ray. It feels somewhat surreal that Ray, binary star, just confessed his love for me. I continue to stare, and his face starts to blush, and he looks away. What is it? Nothing. You really love me? Don't repeat that. Repeat it while staring at me like that. He's embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. You're so insufferable. You're so insufferable. I laugh and Ray's expression softens up. He touches my face again, looming over ever closer. You are so unbelievably perfect. Can I kiss you? My heart leans up against my chest. Ray's face is so close to mine. I could almost feel the heart rolling off his skin. Yes. I nod slowly and Ray's hand moves to the base of my head. He leans in softly, pushing his lips into mine. His fingers wave into my hair, and I can feel him sigh. When I didn't pull back, Ray deepens the kiss. My heart is hammering into my chest. I become greedy at the sensation of Ray's lips gently colliding into my own. I want to taste him. My fingers reach up, wrapping into the collar of Ray's shirt. I pull him closer. His hands tighten in my hair in response to my action. Okay, I push my tongue against his lips, and he parsing his tongue against my own. He groans and pulls back, a small smile forming his lips. I look up at him hungry. We should probably stop, or I'll have a harder time stopping myself later on. His black eyes are filled with a warning. Okay, fine. Good, thank you. He leans down, placing a kiss on my forehead. You should try and get some sleep. You look exhausted. I look exhausted? Ray, you look like you haven't slept in weeks. I don't really get much sleep. Do you think you can sleep in with me tomorrow? Ray gives a little smile. We'll see. Try to get some sleep, Star. You too, Ray. I cuddle into him, and his arms tighten around me. With the comfort of Ray's tight hold, I fall asleep in no time. I wake up in the middle of the night. Ray's lower voice bounces off the wall softly. Yeah, I did it. What else do you want me to say? So what are you going to do? Actually, let me rephrase that. What can you do? No, I'll think that if I were you. If you want to put me on trial, the reproduction of your best hero is tarnished. Reputation of your best hero is tarnished. You can fire me if you want. I'd gladly take the vacation. See, nothing else you could do. What now? Well, I'd recommend you keep a leash on your other heroes. Keep them away from my personal life. Frankly, I'd recommend that for any of you. We both know that I'm capable of, and I'm no longer satisfied with playing nice. Ray glances at me, and I shut my eyes, pretending I am asleep. I'm unsure if he saw me looking at him. He walks over and sits near me in the edge of the bed. He pats my head softly. He must have thought I was tossing and turning. After my breathing evens, he continues talking on the phone. Look forward to watching the NAHA actually doing their job for once. Please be my guest. Tell Herschel that there isn't anything he'd do either. Then your best contact risk management. There's nothing the NAHA can do to make me back down. I'm getting what I want, and frankly, as far as I'm concerned, everything else can burn. That's about all I can say regarding that. Last thing, I'm going to be late getting to work tomorrow. He glances at me. I have decided to sleep in. Good night. Ray hangs up the phone. He glazes down at me, his thumb tracing the features of my face. Did I wake you up? I open my eyes slowly. The moonlight blankets Ray like a hail, giving him a ethereal glimmer. Oh yeah, because he could read minds. I shake my head slowly. A ghost of a smirk appears on his face. You're a good liar. Is everything okay? Ray gets into bed next to me, his finger warmth covering. He runs his fingers down my cheeks, leaning in. You don't have to worry about anything. I'll take good care of everything. Go back to sleep. I nod and lay my head back down. Soon everything fades into familiar darkness. I wake up as something tickles my cheek. My eyes readjust and glance over. Ray snoozes near me, soundly. I try to get up, but his arms are wrapped tightly around my waist. He mumbles something and nuzzles the top of my head. Ray? 5 more minutes. Ray? His eyes flutter open. When he realizes his hold on me, his face goes pink and he scrambles up. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Usually don't. It's okay. You're pretty out of it there. Ray stretches his toned body, brushing against the thin black shirt. Yeah, honestly, haven't slept that soundly in ages. I'm surprised I even woke up. That makes the two of us. Ray gets out of bed, yawning. It's like we met for a char. Go stay in my house. Do you mind if I take a shower? No. Don't worry, I'll be out of your hair soon. He retreats into the bathroom. I eye his duffel bag, and that he's always brings with him. I know it isn't a nice thing to do, but after everything that has been going on, I can hardly be blamed for being a little skeptical. I can't discard that I saw him in the warehouse. I can't discard what was spoken about the phone last night. I can't disregard my safety by having him around my apartment so often without knowing if he's dangerous or not. I mean, to be fair, he could kill people. We know he could kill people. So yes, he's dangerous. I first poke at his duffel bag. Then I slowly open it. Inside were some change of clothing. Just sweatshirts and some jeans. I smell them, but nothing seems off. They smell like Ray, slightly of pine and toasted sugar. While I'm digging around his clothing, I instantly shake a loose carton of cigarettes. I would probably need some stress relief if the whole city relied on me too. I I feel something hard in the pocket. That looks like a pin I used to have. There isn't much in his duffel bag. Some clothing, a notebook, some keys, a couple of phones. I hear a bump in the shower. I realize I probably don't have much time to snoop. Okay, phone or notepad? A notebook. Phone. I tap on one of his phones in the duffel bag. It's password protected, but I could read a couple of newest text messages. None of the texts come from saved numbers. I expand the first message. Hey, BS. This is Mist. I got your number from I texted you last week, but you never responded. Can you please consider talking to Herschel for me? The second message comes from the same number. Look, I know I screwed up. It won't happen again. The family took the shut up money and signed an NDA. So if you foster for me, I can promise it won't come back to bite you. While I was reading the second message from Mist person, a new message appeared on the screen. Need to talk about your recent performance. I have been informed of actions inappropriate by the standards of the NAHA tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Herschel. While trying to close out, I accidentally hit the reply button on the message for Herschel. I should have just closed out immediately, but part of me wanted to see what would happen if I respond. Okay, I don't want to. Okay, now that we know, I'm gonna do a notebook. I glance at the small notebook. It seems like an odd thing to carry for a superhero. I flip it open. On the pages, there's a small drawing of different planets and notes. The drawings and notes go from page to page. Something about the handwriting feels off to me. To confirm my suspicion, I hop on my nightstand, open the nightstand, and open the coffee sleeve from Ray I have kept. My suspicions were correct. The handwriting on the coffee sleeve and the handwriting from the first good chunk of pages in the notebooks are not somewhere at all. As the pages continue, the handwriting gets closer to the handwriting that is on the coffee sleeve. Is this all Ray? Or is this someone else too? The drawings on the pages always looked a bit childish, never seeming to change. The pages near the end trail off. A chunk of pages are missing. The final page has an image of two spears and the words, "We orbit around each other." And as I'm returning everything to the duffel bag, a wallet tumbles out, flopping against the floor. A square paper slides out of the wallet as it hits the ground. I snag it out of the ground, open the wallet to put it back inside. As I flip around the small square, my hand pauses. My heart threatens to leap from my chest. On the small square that was tucked inside the wallet was a very familiar view. One I saw when I was looking into the mirror. He has a picture of me. A view of myself around 3 years ago. Oh, he's been in love with me for 3 years, not then. It's me in my villain outfit. petting a cat. At least he's not gonna return me in because if he found out I'm a villain, because he already knows I'm a villain. Or former villain. As the shower shuts off, I jolt back to Rowdy. I shove the picture back inside the wallet and bury it back into the bag, zipping it up. Just how it was before. I lay myself casually onto the bed, pretending to read a book that's been sitting on my nightstand for over a month at this point. A couple minutes later, of pretending reading, Ray exits the restroom. He approaches and leans against the wall, where he usually does, by the window. This time, instead of smoking a cigarette, he's fully focused on me. His intense look makes me squirm. There's something disconnected about his eyes. Probably because he could read minds. So you were digging through my stuff or something. So you're digging through my stuff or something? Did you have fun reading from my notebook? I would have read it for you if you asked me nicely. Ray levels a look at me. It seems like you are unnerved by me on some level. Nah, I'm just nosy. That's not that you don't trust me. He pushes himself off the wall and walks towards me. So, ask me whatever you want. If you ask, I'll tell you anything. What do you want to know? Why do you have a picture of me? Why do you have a photo of me in your wallet? A photo from 3 years ago? Do you remember what you were doing in that photo? I tried to think back, petting a cat. What was I doing during that time 3 years ago? My eyes widened. I was robbing a house. I looked panicked at Ray. I'm not gonna turn you in or anything, dummy. Yeah, I can see that because you've been staying in my house for a while. Or my apartment. At the time, I was on my way to my next assignment when I saw you break into a house of a legislator. Kick. I was going to quickly take care of you, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. It was an odd feeling because before the moment, I never really had any issues getting rid of criminals. I truly believe that if someone commits a crime, they are opening themselves up to punishment. That the world was better off without them. But that day, something changed. I kept watching you run around, playing with the cat, and something in me just couldn't compute that you were a criminal. It just played with the cat instead of stealing. His eyes peered into mine. He had a bag of everything you came there in, and all jewels, money, blackmail. So without a doubt, you were a criminal. But I couldn't get myself to dispose of you. So I came curious. I kept trying to predict where you would hit next, so I could catch a glimpse at you. Sometimes I was right, sometimes I was wrong. Stalker. Ray laughs. I mean, at least my stalker was a superhero that wasn't going to turn me in. I guess. I came a little obsessed. You broke my ideals, and I had to figure out why. Why didn't you say anything? I couldn't just talk to you. So is Catwoman to his Batman? Minus the fact that it just became Yandere. If a petty criminal knew you were on Binary Star's radar, you would have disappeared from the city, possibly even this country. the next day. But eventually, you disappeared anyways. But that time, I didn't realize how much of me depended on you. I couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. You were all I thought about. You had become my binary star, and without you, my balance was off. I became a zombie during my day. I would just smile and say what they wanted me to. And at night, I sought you out. I finally found you 3 weeks ago. I transferred to work in this city. I purchased a condo. I formulated the perfect plan to meet you. You were never supposed to figure out that I was binary star. I was hoping that you would either fall for me or binary star, not both. Ray sighs and rubs his forehead in frustration. I just didn't expect your old partner to also try to chase you down too. And now I know he truly won't stop until he is sick. And now I know he truly won't stop until he's 6 feet under. Ray leaves an intense gaze at me. After 3 years, I came to the conclusion that you are what matters. Not crime, not justice, not criminals, or villains, or civilians, or even Earth itself. It's you. Ray levels his gaze at me so closely I feel like I can hear his heart beat if I focus hard enough. I promise I will keep you safe. I may not be perfect, shining hero from the stars that everyone claims I am, but I will be your hero. I'm not sure how to respond. Some part of me knows thank you is an appropriate response for the situation. Also, thank you anyway. Yeah, red flags all around. Ray can sense the conflicting expressions that drift across my face. I know that was probably a lot. Probably it is a lot. I'll let you rest. He pauses as if he wants to say something, then decides to just leave with a wave. Ray gathers his stuff and exits my apartment. I am left in silence, with only my thoughts. It's obvious that Ray, or Rare Binary Star, is dangerous to some extent. But when he talks about himself without the mask on, something about him just feels so lonely, distant. I sit down, thinking over the previous interaction, or on repeat. I spent most of the day trying to research information about Binary Star, but I can't really find anything of value. The sun is already beginning to set, and the restlessness sets in. After a while, I can't help but to do something about my complicated feelings at hand. Search some information about Binary Star. I can't help but feel uneasy about Binary Star. I decide to continue the search up some additional information about him. I look, but there truly isn't much information to be found. The information that does exist is hard to phrase, per se, say between fact or fiction. While searching, a lot of clickbaity titles about his love life, or what he does in his time off, which that's definitely celebrity culture. But I continue to search for real information. I finally stumble across a post that sounds different from the others. I click on it. Binary Star, the truth, the Hero Association doesn't want you to know. 5:15. 6 p.m. User 49824. This is going to sound crazy. I have nothing left to live for, so I'm just going to say it. User Blanket Imp. Nobody asked. User 49824. Binary star is human. Didn't ask. Okay. I'm not making this up. My dad passed away last week. We were cleaning out his office and found some documents from his work. They confirmed that Binary Star was raised in a government lab. I thought he was raised by Steel Sheriff. This whole time, they've been training him to be a weapon of war. I'm not surprised. Dude, go touch grass. Seriously. It worked too. Remember how the Southern War ended 16 years ago after going on for 2 decades? It's because they dropped in Binary Star. There are testimonies from locals. Well, that is before they were slaughtered to cover up the massacres of the heroes. At the time, Binary was 16 years old and possibly massacred hundreds. Okay, 16 years ago and 16. So, my brain, it's like, I had to do that math. So he's 32. As news tried to break from the independent journalists about the massacres at the hand of the heroes, the NAHA debuted Binary Star that year to create distractions from the public, and it worked. And distracted you from getting some stuff. Clearly. 6:17, 10 p.m. User Grandma looks like it. I looked into some of the stuff, and it kind of checks out. It's like I was skeptical at first, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Oh, they did research too. The more I dug, the more it checked out. Look at this image I finally found. That definitely looks like him. An image appears on the screen. It's a Bori Ray in a military gear. That's Binary Star. It doesn't look completely like him because they always Photoshop him in photos. But that is 100% him. There's no reason for an undercover hero to be there. Unless they were clearly up to some ends, some locals or journalists in hiding. Dude, now you too. Is there a grass sorters or something? Yeah, it's called Arizona. I'm serious. Oh, okay. You and the user can crazy talk together. I'm logging out. Nerds. It's like, okay, good riddance. You're online? Guess not. They went offline. 7 p.m. Dude, what the F? I think I'm getting paranoid. There's this van that keeps following me. I'm not making this up. Grandmud. I'm getting freaked out. They went offline. I type hello in the chat and wait a few minutes, but nobody comes online. I shut the screen off, along with my thoughts. It's a common rumor that the Hero Association used heroes to win the Southern War. But it's literally a war crime to do so, and the heroes are only for justice. So the general populace basically wrote it off as a conspiracy theory. I swallow thickly. After seeing Binary casually kill all those people in the warehouse, some part of me can't help but think it's not a simple theory anymore. I put my computer away, starting to feel a little sick. After reading all of that, some part of me felt like I knew more, but understood less of Binary Star than ever before. I start to feel exhausted. Ray isn't home, and it's already pretty late. I can't help but wonder if it's because of our discussion earlier. It certainly felt off on the awkward note. Certainly left off on an awkward note. A bit of sadness stung at my heart. Despite everything, some part of me still trusted Ray. I get into bed, resting my body against the plush blankets. My eyes close, covering me in the familiar darkness of sleep. I dream of a particular dream, one where Double, Haley, and myself are all heroes. We fight to defend the ultimate villain, Binary Star. I drive a sword for his chest. He erupts into a planetary dust, showering glitter all over my face and myself. It'll be like Catwoman and Batman. We know it. I don't feel sad, yet tears swell and pour down my face. The planet heals, it's falling over. The dust falls into sparks, and soon the earth catches fire. And when a wild flame licks my face and my body, I can't breathe. Help, I can't. And as I dream, the smell of smoke drifts across my senses. I cough a bit, turning over. My eyes flash open at the scent of smoke permeating the area. I immediately sit up. My whole apartment is consumed by flames. I punch. How could it have spread this much without me waking up? I quickly stumble out of my bed. The ground is hot as flames lick the far wall. I cough as the smoke starts to get into my lungs. I can't stop coughing. This is bad. I glance around my apartment as it's a Dulcin's flames. I cough harder, and I kneel over. The smoke is suffocating. I have to do something fast. Go to the balcony door. Okay, Binary Star, save me. I knew things were going bad fast. I yell out his name with all the force I can manage. Binary Star, help me. Less than a moment later, a gust of wind bursts past me from my balcony. I look up, and the shining hero stands before me. He reaches out his hand towards me, smiling kindly. I love it. His radiance, even amongst the smoke and flame. Despite the distraction around me, I feel no resemblance of fear. I'm here to save you. Without hesitation, I grab his hand and pull myself up. I throw myself in his arms, hugging him with the remainder of the strength in my body. He freezes, surprised by my action. Binary Star clears his throat and drifts his gaze at the side in a feeble attempt to hide how red his face is. After a few seconds of patting my head arcly, he shifts back. He squats lower and settling his arm under my bum. Binary Star easily lifts me up, scaring my back with his other hand. He steps out of the balcony, looking at me with a coy smile. Hold on tight. Suddenly, we're off flying through the starry sky, his iconic red cape trailing behind. The night air is brisk as he flies past the skyscrapers and stars. Soon enough, he settles me down onto a high-up balcony in the middle of downtown. You can see the whole city from here. That's kind of the point of why they placed me here. He opens up the door and beckons me inside. My jaw drops. This is your apartment? Condo, but yes. He smirks. Glad you like it. This is where you'll be living from now on. What? Unless you want to go back to your apartment, which I wouldn't personally recommend in its current state. What, did he burn it down himself? I'm gonna say, yeah, probably did. He walks on up to me, looking down at me with serious expression. Plus, here I can keep you safe. I know where you are. I guess that makes sense. I promise not to impede. I'll be out of here right after I get a new apartment. An indescribable look passes across Ray's expression, and I could almost swear I heard him chuckle. He turns away, looking into the apartment. We will see about that. Oh, he's definitely gonna. Nah, he doesn't want me to. What did you say? He turns around, smiling his signature radiant smile. Nothing. Come here and let me show you around your new home, Star. He definitely burned down the apartment. I couldn't help but to follow him. He leaned me to the gravitational pull, kept us together. Parts of me knew that something didn't feel entirely right. But then I was already too enthralled by the hero. The way he shined, I couldn't help but to orbit around him. Now we're gonna go split towards the balcony. I make my way towards the balcony door. It is the closest to me, so it only makes a few seconds to get to. When I reach out of the door knob, I could feel the heat before even touching it. I turn around, yanking the sheet off the bed, and wrap my hand in it. I try to push, but the balcony door doesn't budge. I curse under my breath. Why does it have to be jammed now of all times? Use my full body weight to push against it, but again, no dice. My vision begins to spot as my lungs desperately search for any air that can gain purchase in. I again press my body against the door, but does me in French under my full pressure. My legs collapse, shaking. My vision swirls. I reach towards the door, crawling in my knees. My body heaves and coughs, unable to relieve my lungs of the suit. As my vision begins to fade, suddenly a rush of fresh air hits me. I'm disappointed in you. Binary Star looked down at me, my radiance. Binary Star looked down at me, radiant as ever. Even in these circumstances he grows. You would rather die than ask me to save you. I did it last time. Do you hate me? Are you disgusted by how you found out about me? Do you think I'm a monster too? I'm unable to answer. All my words being swallowed by the coughs and desperate, greedy gasps from the sun influx of fresh air. You don't have to say anything. I already know you do. Firestar smiles kindly. His words do not match his expression. I'm debated leaving you here, watching the life fade from your eyes, unshaking myself from humanity once for all. But it seems I'm really struggling with that decision. So, I'll give you a chance to make that decision for me. He approaches, smiling as kindly as ever. I struggle to my feet to meet the hero eye to eye. Why? I choke out between coughs. To be frank, I'm tired of being a paragon for humanity. It's clear that now even you don't see me as a hero eater. It's clear that now you don't see me as a hero eater. You probably don't even see me as a human. Not 1 ounce of affection left in your heart for me. And you are even right to think so, to do so. And I want to retire, I guess. He pauses in thought. Well, I guess retire may not be the correct word for it. He chuckles. What you experienced earlier with the alien attack was just a recon of sorts. They have many armies waiting for the word. They have many armies waiting for the word to attack. It will happen in a week or so. They will have ships, bodies, and weapons beyond our comprehension. Our heroes will only serve as special fodder for ungodly mechanisms. I could defeat them. It won't be pretty, but I could. He brushes a hand through his hair. But you see, I'm having a hard time finding the will to fight for humanity to save them. And the only thing that will make me even remotely want to. He glances downward at me, but his silence falls thick. To be honest, at this point, I just rather watch it all burn. Let the aliens do the hard work. Then I'll play cleanup crew. We're gonna go with that's cruel. Humanity is cruel. And despite it all, despite the glamour, the advertisements, the campaigns, I am human. He looks at my scared, doubtful form. I know to you, to some, I probably look like a monster. And believe me when I say, I desperately try to shelter you from that. To everyone else, I look like a savior. But frankly, I'm tired of wrestling with the stranger's views and expectations of myself, my identity. I can't stop. I am inextricable. Only when I see the earth shatter under my force will I be forced to mourn the loss. Only as the planet shatters and drifts to trillion going particles will I have to reckon with the conclusion of if I'm a human or a monster. Some part of me thought you could save me. He chuckles in a decapiting way. I realized I was wrong to even place that explanation on you. I'm sorry for that. The binary star sheds his mask. He is Ray. Despite it all, they are one and the same. He reaches his hand out towards me. Ray is shining brighter than ever, lighting up the whole room with his divine glow. Some stars are created by being ripped apart by black holes. Do you want to be torn apart, shed into piece by piece, to be born whole, more bright and beautiful than ever before? Some part of me felt it wasn't necessary. It questioned he was proposing. I'm just gonna go with take his hand. I take Ray's hand. My heart thumps out of my chest. He smiles beautifully, full of a gastric hurt. I understand, in the moment, that I am the bone that needs to be broken in order to be set in place and healed properly. The day I met you was the first day I learned something new about myself. I learned that I could love, that I could hope to be human. Ray holds me close. His hand stroked my cheek. Thank you for letting me dream. I thought I could change, that I could be something other than human or monster. But in the end, I am a cursor that shines through like a halo. But it pulls no matter from everything else around in a single volatile ring. That ring will shed and swallow until it's had its fill, until nothing else can be cannibalized. It will rage on and on until it fades away from existence completely. He brushes some soot off my forehead. He pauses, looking up upon my face. A moment of hesitation clouds his features. I look up at Ray. Save me, Ray. I gave Ray a bold look. Like, save me, stop this, Ray. Save me, Ray. You told me to call you out for your help. Now I am. Don't want Binary Star to save me. I don't want him. I want you. I'm asking you, Ray. I want to stay with you. I want oblivion. I don't want silence. I don't want a greater purpose. I want you. I want to be with you. Human or monster, it doesn't matter. I don't care. You will never trust me. I can't help but to laugh, even in these circumstances. Ray, after everything, do you really expect me to be able to trust you? Come on, Ray, come on. Have you... you hardly have ever given me a reason to trust you. But I can tell you, you care for me, and all I know is some part of me does love you and doesn't want to throw that away because of some uncertainty. I want to try and learn to trust you. That's the real you. Ray looks at me like he doesn't quite know what to say. I want to go on a normal dates with you. I want to be in flights fight, cry, apologize, laugh, have some awkward misunderstandings. I want to surmount differences together. All this time, you've been what people want you to be. But the truth is, I don't want you to be anyone. I want to grow into something else, someone with you. Even if I'm not the hero binary star that you want. What did I just say? I want you? I fell for Ray in the coffee shop, not the edited hero on the magazine. Come on, Ray. And I'm not ready to give that up yet. So please, give us a chance to figure this out together. Please, hold on a bit longer. Defend the planet a bit longer. Please don't give up on us. And tangle our fingers together. Ray is silent as he watches me. His shoulders slump into a tired posture. He gives a deep exhale of air. I love the art so much. I promise I will make you the best black coffee. Ray's eyes twinkle. That is an offer I can't turn down. This is a money back guarantee, right? He squeezes my hand lightly. I crack a smile, even under these circumstances. Always. In an instant, Ray places a sweet kiss on my lips. He lifts me up easily into his arms. Ray? My glass is shock. What? He looks down at me with a coy smirk. I'm really craving some exclusive black coffee. Your exclusive black coffee right now, aren't you? His face is a little close to mine, but I can't help but to look away. He chuckles. Wrap your arms around my neck and hold me tight. I do as I'm told. In an instant, we are in the air flying. The night sky is beautiful, but the cold air makes me shiver. Ray holds me a bit tighter, draping his iconic cape over my back. Ray is still an enigma to me. Some part of me thinks I will never quite understand him. But for the first time, we have some resemblance of understanding between us. And this makes me want to learn more about who Ray is. I want to discover the bad, the good, and the deep, dark shadows that are cast from his luminous immensity. I close my eyes, squeezing Ray tight, hoping, praying to anyone for a future that is kind. Okay, now we are going to go. I hope you find what you're looking for. Ray, I hope you find what you're looking for. Ray looks upon my face with an indescribable smile and sigh. There's a sadness that works in his dark eyes. He brushes a tear away from my cheek. Don't cry. I will keep you with me forever. Ray takes my face into his hands. In a moment that both felt shorter than a thought and longer than an eternity, Ray presses his face to mine. His lips passionately gain purchase amongst my own. I push back, desperately trying to convey what words cannot. At that moment, I feel the sun. Everything radiates. My heart beats. My skin hums. I feel metamorphosis. I look at Ray. He shines. Parts of me fade, being pulled apart, shredded into the dust by the star before me. Ray holds me in his arms. He kisses me desperately between sweet murmured words. I can taste the wet salt that runs down his cheek and fall between our lips. He holds me tighter, wrapped in my own cocoon. I can no longer talk. I can no longer see. Soon my mind is no longer my own. I shine with ray, brilliance spread amongst the matter and being. I fade. I am reborn. But you're a hero. This is my last one. I think our last. Ah. Binary Star looks at me in Joan's surprise and laughs. If you weren't so cute, I would feel bad for you. This is me. For as long as I imagined, I marveled over the worlds. What worlds I could be from. A child from the stars, they called me. I imagined my disappointment that all along the star that birthed me was this planet Earth. To a mother that would rather sell me off to a government project than miss a hit of Oh, okay. So she was still alive? Earth was my star. I sold. Faded star, infected. He leveled a look at me. His eyes look like eternity. When I am the only being sitting upon the rotting star. Amongst the trees, wind and silent northern lights. Then maybe I could finally exhale. He smiles peacefully. Some part of me thought you could save me. He chuckled. In his self-depicting way, I realized I was wrong to even place that expectation on you. I feel sorry for you. The binary star, hero shreds his mask, he's Ray. Despite all, there is one and the same. He reaches his hand out towards me. Ray is shining brighter than ever, lighting up the whole room with his divine glow. Some stars are created by being ripped apart by black holes. Do you want to be torn apart, shed to pieces by pieces, to be born whole, more bright and beautiful than ever before? Some part of me felt it wasn't necessary to question a question he was posing. Move Ray from Ray. I take a step back. Fear takes hold as tears cloud my vision. Ray, please don't. Ray looks hurt. Okay, this is, I think, a bad end, so. After all this, you still run from me? Well, come on, Ray. Come on. Read the room. Binary Star's face falls. The glow snuffs out like a candle, flames fading into nothing like an instant. I'm surrounded by darkness, and I'm terrified. My flight instincts trigger, and I sprint towards the door. I reached for the door, desperate. I crashed full force into something soft. Really? I thought you knew better than that by now. Running from someone like me? His arm traps me into the corner. I could feel his hot breath dusting my cheeks. What is going through that little head of yours to think that was smart? I guess we have to do some things the hard way then. In the dark, a vicious red glow begins to shine. Binary Star smiles. Oh, he's gonna kill me. He smiles the same way I have seen 1,000 times amongst every billboard, poster, and magazine. And that's the last thing I see. Goodbye. A flash of red and a surge of pain. Everything goes black. And then nothing. True to his word, Binary Star carries forth his plan. With a week, a awful war broke out due to alien invasion. Within a month, all humanity ceased to exist. Within 3 months, all living creatures were torn shred by screwed amongst trees, stones, glass, as if they were inanimate to the inmate to the terrain. Within a year, Binary Star had grown tired, lonely. It's like, oh, maybe I should not kill the person I kind of liked. He roamed and mourned. He roamed and mourned, still unable to answer the question that pressed his demanding a conclusion. With the last exhale, Binary Star fulfilled the final purpose he was created for, with the first gift he was ever given. He shined so bright all the nature was forced to bow before him. And so, for the first time, amongst the deafening silence of galaxy dust, Ray finally existed, completely alone. And that was Binary Star. If you like my content, please subscribe, help out, and comment down below. See you guys next time.